We're investing $1 billion in Naver.
Nvidia is putting $1 billion directly into Naver, South Korea's largest internet and cloud company, and walking away with a 4.5% ownership stake. It's Naver's first new share issuance in 22 years, and the stock didn't just react, it surged over 8% the day the deal was revealed. Why would the world's most valuable chip company start buying stakes in its own customers instead of just selling them hardware? The answer is a strategy called sovereign AI, and once you understand it, you'll start noticing this same playbook show up again and again across Nvidia's biggest deals this year. I'm John A.G. This is Future AI Stocks. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. Let's start with the mechanics because the structure here is genuinely unusual. Nvidia agreed to acquire a 4.5% stake in Naver through a $1 billion strategic investment. To make that happen, Naver issued roughly 7.24 million brand new shares directly to Nvidia through what's called a third-party allotment, priced at 204,500 Korean won, or about $140 per share, which was a 1% discount to Naver's closing price at the time. Here's what makes this notable. This was Naver's first third-party share issuance in 22 years, the first time the company has sold new shares this way since its original 2008 listing on the Korean Stock Exchange. That's not a routine capital raise. That's a company opening its cap table to a single strategic partner for the first time in over 2 decades. To protect existing shareholders from dilution, Naver also announced it will cancel about 4.9 million of its own treasury shares, worth roughly 1 trillion won on August 3rd. Once that cancellation goes through, Nvidia becomes Naver's third largest shareholder, sitting just behind South Korea's National Pension Service, which holds 9.25%, and BlackRock, which holds 6.12%. The market's reaction was immediate. Naver shares surged 8.43% to close at 225,000 won on the day the deal was announced. To understand why Nvidia wanted equity here, rather than just another purchase order, you need to understand the term sovereign AI. The idea is straightforward. Countries and their leading domestic tech companies increasingly don't want to run their most important AI infrastructure entirely on foreign-owned cloud platforms. They want AI factories and foundation models that are built, hosted, and governed inside their own borders, for reasons of data residency, national security, and cultural relevance. Jensen Huang has been explicit about this being the point. Describing the broader partnership, Huang said demand for AI factories right now is extraordinary and framed Naver's buildout specifically as infrastructure that will serve Korea's own companies, developers, and industries. Naver isn't just a hardware customer in this arrangement. The company is advancing its own Hyperclova X model family by fine-tuning Nvidia's Open Nematron 3 Ultra model using its proprietary Korean language data, making Naver the first Korean company to join Nvidia's Nematron Coalition, a group contributing to open AI model development. Naver is also building something it calls the Seoul World Model using Nvidia's Cosmos World Simulation platform and plans to launch an AI agent platform in Korea later this year built on Nvidia's Agent Toolkit software. In other words, this deal spans far beyond chips. It's hardware, software, foundation models, and now equity ownership, all in one relationship. Now let's talk about how the actual physical build-out gets paid for, because Nvidia's $1 billion is only one piece of a much larger financing structure. The full project is being described as a $10 billion AI mega factory build-out. Of that, Nvidia is contributing its $1 billion in direct equity. Canadian investment giant Brookfield has signed a preliminary, non-binding agreement to provide up to $9 billion in project financing to cover the infrastructure itself. Naver is responsible for funding whatever balance remains to complete the capital stack. This is a familiar shape if you've followed how Nvidia has approached other massive AI build-outs recently. Bring in outside infrastructure capital to fund construction, while Nvidia's own contribution buys it a direct ownership seat and locks in future hardware demand at the same time. Here's what's physically being built at a site called GAK Sejong, Naver's hyperscale data center in Sejong, South Korea. Phase 1 is a 55 megawatt facility scheduled to begin commercial operations in the first half of 2027, with Naver aiming to start generating actual revenue from the AI factory business next year. Phase 2 scales that up nearly fourfold to 200 megawatts by 2028, a facility expected to house roughly 100,000 Nvidia GPUs built on Nvidia's Blackwell and next-generation Vera Rubin architectures. Beyond that, Naver has set a long-term target of scaling the site all the way to 1 gigawatt of AI compute capacity. The technical foundation for all of this is something Nvidia calls the DSX platform. a full-stack infrastructure reference design that NVIDIA introduced earlier this year, specifically built to help partners design, construct, and scale what NVIDIA now formally calls an AI factory, as opposed to a conventional general-purpose data center. Step back, and the strategic logic becomes clear. By taking equity in Naver, rather than simply invoicing them for GPUs, NVIDIA locks in a long-term aligned buyer for its Blackwell and Vera Rubin platforms specifically, a buyer that now literally shares in NVIDIA's financial success and vice versa. It also de-risks future demand. An equity partner with a 1 gigawatt roadmap is a far more durable long-term customer than a one-time purchase order. There's a knock-on effect worth understanding too. Massive infrastructure build-outs at this scale don't just benefit NVIDIA. They flow directly into demand for high-bandwidth memory suppliers like SK Hynix and Samsung, since every one of those roughly 100,000 GPUs needs memory sitting right next to it. If you've been following our recent coverage of the AI memory shortage, this is exactly the kind of demand signal that reinforces that whole thesis. It's also worth noting this isn't an isolated move. This comes in the same stretch of time NVIDIA has been reported discussing massive financing arrangements tied to other major AI build-outs elsewhere. A broader pattern of NVIDIA using its balance sheet, not just its factories, to fund the customers that will eventually fill their data centers with NVIDIA hardware. Risk 1, Brookfield's $9 billion commitment is still non-binding. Preliminary financing agreements at this scale can change materially, get renegotiated, or fall through entirely before construction financing actually closes. Risk 2, execution risk on an aggressive timeline, scaling from 55 megawatts to 200 megawatts by 2028 and eventually to a full gigawatt, requires flawless execution on construction, power availability, and GPU supply all happening in sequence. Risk 3, equity for demand structures raise the same questions we've flagged elsewhere. When a chip supplier takes a direct ownership stake in a customer that will go on to buy that supplier's hardware, it's fair for investors to ask how much of the resulting revenue reflects fully independent demand versus a financially intertwined relationship. Risk 4, currency and single market concentration. NVIDIA's $1 billion stake is priced in Korean won and tied to a single country's data residency and regulatory environment, which adds a layer of currency and geopolitical exposure that a simple hardware sale wouldn't carry. Here's the frame to walk away with. NVIDIA isn't just selling GPUs to whoever will buy them anymore. It's actively picking strategic partners, taking ownership stakes in them, and helping architect the entire AI factory, hardware, models, software, and capital around its own platforms. Naver gets a credible path to becoming Korea's sovereign AI cloud leader with ambitions reaching into Europe and the Middle East. NVIDIA gets a long-term, equity-aligned customer locked into its GPU roadmap for years. Whether that structure represents smart, long-term positioning or a more concerning pattern of chip suppliers financing their own demand is exactly the debate worth watching as more of these deals get announced. That's the full breakdown of NVIDIA's $1 billion investment in Naver and the sovereign AI strategy behind it, the real numbers, the real structure, and what it means going forward. If this helped you understand where NVIDIA's strategy is actually heading, hit like. It helps future AI stocks reach more investors who want research, not headlines. Drop a comment. Do you think this equity stake playbook is the smart long-term move or a new version of the same financing concerns we've talked about before? I read everyone. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. I'm John A.G. I'll see you in the next one.